Hi friends, so this is Avanti from English Firm and our topic for today is PT written discourse. So many of my students have asked me what is written discourse and why their written discourse score is low or what they can do to improve written discourse. So before we dive into that, it is very important to know what is written discourse basically is. So, the dictionary term for written discourse is to express one's opinion in a meaningful or logical way. So, basically, all you have to do is you have to express your ideas that follow a meaning and a logic. But Pearson describes written discourse as, so I'm reading this out from the Pearson scoring guide itself. So it says written discourse skills are represented in the structure of a written text, entailing its internal coherence, logical development, and the range of linguistic resources used to express meaning precisely. Scores for enabling skills are not awarded when responses are inappropriate for the items in either content or form. So you must be like, what is that, right? Okay. So basically, your essay gives you written discourse marks. So, yes. So, in short, in order to improve your written discourse score, you need to do well in your essay. So, in order for students to get high score in written discourse, they need to follow a meaningful and logical sequence of content, and also the paragraph structure should be coherent, making use of appropriate vocabulary and punctuation. Thus, if you go off topic or you just beat around the bush, your written discourse marks will be low because you need to follow a logic. You need to have all your points in correct manner. It does not matter that you have all the points, but in incorrect manner. Like suppose when you apply for a job, you give your name first, then qualification, and then your experience, right? But if somebody applies for a job and they tell their experience first and then qualification and their name, although their points are same, but their structure is all wrong, so they will not get good marks for their written discourse. So that's what, in short, for an example, what written discourse means. It just means that your ideas you are expressing in a coherent manner. Okay. So now the main question arises, how you can improve your written discourse score. So we here at English Firm have provided a few tips in order for you to improve your written discourse marks, because there are so many things available online that it gets difficult to know which one to follow. So here are a few tips in which you can, if you apply those, you will be able to increase your written discourse marks, in which will lead you to get good marks in your PTE. Okay, so there are a few things that you need to do in order to improve your written discourse score. First, whenever you get your question, always spend time in order to understand the question. So, topic understanding and planning out the main points is very crucial. So, always read your question first and take time to understand the topic. Once you understood the question, always plan your essay. Think about what you are going to write. The main thing is, if you don't pick out the main points, if you don't understand the topic, and if you go out of the topic, you might get low score in your written discourse. So always, whenever you get your question, don't start writing immediately. Always take time to understanding the question and then go with that. So at least give yourself a minute or two to get into that zone and think about your question deeply before writing it down on the computer. Next thing is, always find your keyword. So keywords are the, your keyword would be in your question, because PT software scans for your keyword in your essay. And if it does not find the keyword in your essay, the software thinks that you're not writing on the topic itself, although your points would have been very good. So make sure that you repeat your keyword at least once in every paragraph. So every paragraph should have your keyword. If you miss out on that, you will lose your marks for written discourse. So make sure to write your keywords in each and every paragraph. Okay, so don't worry about repeating it again and again. It is Mandatory that you repeat your keywords. So it should be mentioned at least one in all of the paragraphs, because the software will give you your content score based on that. Okay, so next thing is be coherent. So always follow a structure for your essay. Make sure that your essay has 5 paragraphs. So 5 para structure strategy is actually good. So those 5 paras would be that first para would be your introduction. Then you should have your body one, body two, body three, and then finally end it with a conclusion. Okay. Now it gets difficult to think about different paragraphs and what to write. So what we do at English Firm is we provide a template for you to make your life easy. Now, there are millions of templates available online, and I'll be honest with you, you can use any of them. But the main thing is, whenever you are using any template, make sure it is structured properly and your paragraphs are flowing in a logical manner, which means your body one needs to be connected with your body two, and your body two should be connected with your body three. So don't pick any template online. Always see for yourself if it follows a logical flow or not. Now, fourth important thing is your grammar accuracy and lexical resource. So, yes, you need to be grammatically correct in your essay. If you make errors in your grammar, you might lose points for your, no, not might, you will definitely lose points for your grammar, and your written discourse score will be low. So, not only it is important to address your essay well and structure your paragraph, but also it is crucial to use a range of sentence structures. For example, you can make use of compound sentences. So, compound sentences are the sentences which contain two independent clauses, or you can make use of a complex sentence. Complex sentence are those sentences which contains an independent clause and a dependent clause. Additionally, it is also important for you to be familiar with English punctuation rules, including comma, colons, semicolons, and apostrophes. So make sure you know well when to use which punctuation marks. Always make sure that you write in capital letters after your full stop, and be very careful about your spaces as well. Another most important thing when you're doing attempting your essay is time management, because you get 20 minutes time for it. And to be honest, 20 minutes time is actually not enough time to do well in your essay, like if you have to write it from the very scratch. Because if you go for different exams like IELTS, they give you 40 minutes for the same question, so 20 minutes is just half the time, right? But why the PT give 20 minutes is because the templates are acceptable. So you can make use of any template, okay? Because in the end, your writing is depend on how you spend your time, right? Because I'll be perfectly candid with you, 20 minutes is not enough, like I've said before, in order to write for 200 to 300 words essay. That's why English Firm has made it far simpler for students with the use of rights template that can be used for any question, and it fits all. Just make sure that you practice, and always take help from your trainer, always help for the feed take for help always take feedbacks and try to improve on that, and your written discourse will be all correct. If you have any question, you can reach us at englishfirm.com. Thank you.